25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Two teams. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
The Rams punting unit coming out. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's been a lot of talk coming into this week, Mike, about whether or not he'd be able to keep this hot streak going. And while I don't know if he'll be able to produce that absurd stat line like he did a week ago, I think he's more than capable of having another strong outing here in this one. Somehow, if he can replicate last week's success, I think it's pretty safe to say he's got a chance to leave here with another win.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Jared Verse there to make the tackle. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll throw out of the gun. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Rams offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now a give up the middle. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Off play action, it's Tua. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They'll try the right side this time. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. That's a short one, caught by Sinnott. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Our give on the ground. Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Jared Verse there to make the tackle. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
His kick is perfect. And the Panthers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Up the sideline, past midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He'll let one go down the middle.
I think it's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed. Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Tight end going in motion here. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. Throwing now from the gun. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's over the middle to the tight end, Sinnott. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting to
the goal line and in. Touchdown, Panthers. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive, they've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, this is going to be a long day for this defense.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Rams offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. 2 and out on 1st down. Now he takes off. So after 1, the Panthers off to the early advantage. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A play fake. Now 2 with a throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That's caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Play action. Tagovailoa. He's going to look downfield once again.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make better decisions here in the second half. Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for the Rams. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently 2nd in that category. They'll send a tight end in motion. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his tight end. That's Siddick. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. He'll manage only a couple. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Receiver in motion, headed left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
On comes the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Handoff here, up the middle. Now a 3rd and 2. Now it's Tua. He's got a man. That's Nccl complete. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at his own 30. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. He'll get this out wide. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
First and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll look to throw again. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
We'll go with a drop play here on second down. And they'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. They'll come up to third and 3. Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Panthers will open up a 13-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Rams offense make their way out to take over once more. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's first and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Quick throw here is complete. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Here's second and 9. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. Third and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 6.
Here's Tagovailoa. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, L.A. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's 2. Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 on the 26-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Finds Nccl on the slant. And he'll be taken down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal, at the very least.
This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Dalton Kincaid, touchdown Rams. Greg, what a great play called down there, using the size of the tight end. You've been there. That's a really difficult play to pull off.
And I can promise you, Mike, they spend a lot of time all week working on this very play. They go down in the red zone, and they talk through it. They walk through it. He understands he's got that big body tight end. Use all of that space to the outside. Keep the ball away from the defender. And it's the trust knowing that your guy is going to keep those feet in bounds and come down with 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. He'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. To the outside, it's looked in by Addison. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start by zooming out to Santa Clara. Arizona in town to face San Francisco, and those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in U.S. Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. J.J. McCarthy leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. A touchdown run for Kenneth Walker. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll find his big target. Pat Fryermuth. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. And he's got his team a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. They send the tight end in motion. Back to the air once more on second down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Here's a third down and 4. They'll throw out of the gun. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. This is caught at the 2. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back.
And he'll take it on in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Carolina.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. They'll look to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for 2. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw is Tua. That'll be intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one is caught by Addison. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
That's a great job defensively. The goal of every defense in the NFL is to accomplish one of two things: turnovers, force field goals. In this case, the big 3rd down stop is most likely going to lead to the latter. Really nice job there in the red zone.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. From the gun, here's Tua. Off he goes.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Tua now on 1st down. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Back to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a run going left. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
Pass complete right side to Kincaid. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. good for a Rams first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Third down, 3 to go. Now Tua. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. They'll try to set up the screen here. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's 2. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Throwing again, it's Tua. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Tua gonna throw here on 3rd and 1. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are gonna have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Tua. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
I don't hate the play call. The best opportunity to throw the ball down this close to the goal line is usually on 1st or 2nd down, Mike. The issue here is the quarterback has to know, if my first read is not open, this ball needs to be thrown out the back of the end zone. You cannot take a sack this close to the goal line. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate. Work with your quarterback. Go into scramble second reaction mode.
That one, take it in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams draw a bit closer. They still trail 28-14. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. Hunting time for the Panthers. Set to kick this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Rams offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. The tight end Kincaid in motion. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. They'll send him over to the left. Throwing on 3rd, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Derek Brown, former 7th overall selection, gets the sack there.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a yard. He'll look to throw. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here's a toss as they look to run. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Panther first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Panthers. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now the try here.